Hi, Hinome Fuji here from Kendo.com. Today I would like to talk about Shinpan seminar I attended over the weekend. Excuse me. My voice is pretty bad, so excuse me for that. And before I forget, April 1st, I would like to have a really major discount sale, so please stay tuned. And also, if you like my work sharing information about Kendo, please consider to become a patron. And I will. This is a Patreon page. I will make sure it has a link, so you can just click on it and become my patron. Okay. Okay. The Shinpan seminar. Also, Shinpan seminar itself was wonderful, and I learned a lot. But beside that, I saw a lot of, I met a lot of new people, and it's really glad. I'm really glad that I went there because I met new people, and I also I was able to talk to some new senseis as well. And a sensei has. I realized Sensei has two faces, like a dojo face and let's have a fun face. Usually they do have those two faces, but sometimes you can't tell until you really get really close to those senseis. So that was amazing. I really had a good time. Okay, and Shinpan, like if you remember, I talked about how about Shiai without Shinpan? Can we do that or not? I had really good responses as well. And of course, Shinpan is there to facilitate everything, right? Facilitate those two competitors do their best to test themselves, what they have been doing. So, which is very important. Of course, as long as we have Shinpans, Shinpan has great responsibility. And the one thing they've been talking about, the sensei has been talking about, don't misjudge because the competitors practice hard. They have been practicing hard. Probably for some competitors, they've been practicing for this particular event, Shiai, for a long time. And maybe for some people, this is last Shiai for them. You never know how much they have this, they want to win this tournament, right? And if you misjudge, it's not like, oh man, I made a mistake. Yeah, we have to improve our skills and we can improve our skills based on our mistakes, but we have to minimize those mistakes because this is about competitors, not about Shinpan. So if we can't judge properly, of course, they feel bad, and those little kids and might think, I'm gonna quit Kendo because they don't give me any points. So that is pretty bad. So yeah, Shinpan is very important, and also it was good for me to learn what Yuko Dados really is. I had an idea. Of course, I've been doing Kendo for 33 years now, and of course I know what Yuko Dados is. But it's combined everything, like dots. Everything is dot. I know it's my idea of Yuko Dadotsu, and it's not necessarily mean it's correct or the same as yours. But the in competitions, right? Okay, we have Yuko Dadotsu, right? The valid cut, and also so how to create valid cuts is very important. And then, of course, I'm going to talk about this in detail in Patreon area, so please consider to become patron. And in the Patreon area, you have a lot more contents to watch, so please consider to become one. And then, yeah, so if you don't practice well, you don't really know what Yuko is, what we should be doing to gain points. Points means yuko dados means valid cut, right? It's really good to what do you call it? So striking in Kendo means like giving fatal damage on your opponent, right? So Yuko Das has to have, of course, Kiken Taichi and Zanshin as well, right? And of course, Kiken Tai Ki is internal energy and Ken is sword. So sword have to be, the blade should be on the part of the Datotsubui, which is target. All right. So probably you know everything in written languages, or maybe you heard those things, but actual performing it is probably different, and also judging it also different too. And if you don't do it right, of course you can't judge right. So Shinpan also have to train hard. That's one of the things that senseis were talking about. Shimpans also train Kendo so they can understand what's really Yukoda's ippon is. Okay, and yeah, of course, Shinpan has to have competitors fight fair and square. So, for example, Nito, it has two swords. Okay, if you see advantage or disadvantage, that's your choice. But sometimes they can do things that Ito, one sword, cannot do. So you can't tell the competitors, oh, it's not fair, man. No, I know you have two swords, but you want to take advantage of it. But he has only Ito, so don't do something Ito can't do. That is not fair. So we have to make sure that it doesn't happen. And also the way they Nito have to do Tsubazeriai. Okay, so that was also interesting too. I'm going to talk about it in detail in Patreon area, but in the Zanshin as well. Zanshin is, my understanding of Zanshin and was a bit different, and I now kind of get the clear idea. Oh, that's what Zanshin should look like. So I should be doing that too. So and the most difficult part was sensei asked some of us to do some kind of high level technique, and it's pretty difficult to do it in Shiai because it's not really something you can do because you're not talking to your opponent. You have to create the situation so you can execute the special techniques. So that was kind of hard too. So I thought, man, I should train harder so I can do whatever they want us to do. For example, like Suriyage Man or Nuki Gyakudo. Gyakudo is usually we strike this right do, but Gyakudo is hidari do. And by the way, Gyakudo, the word Gyakudo is not used anymore, apparently. Hidari do. So when you strike hidari do, it's pretty. If you don't know how to do it, if you've never seen how to do, if the person do it, you can't give a point because you don't know what's going on. So that's another thing. And I successfully could do gyaku nuki. Nuki hidari do. Okay. So usually nuki do is you strike right do. Person strike man and it's a do. But I successfully could do the nuki hidari do. Yeah, do. So that was controversial, and I was happy because that was ippon or not. So that was good. And so the conclusion is, we have to, if you want to become good Shinpan, we really have to know a lot of techniques, and we have to practice a lot of techniques so we can judge techniques on site. So we don't misjudge those techniques, whether it's ippon or not. That's all up to our amount of and the level of training we experience, we gain in daily life. So yeah, please train hard and try a lot of different things. If you want to, you want to understand how to strike one hand. If you don't know how it feels like, you probably can't give a point, or you can't judge correctly with the one-handed strikes because you never done it before. So yeah, it's very important positioning as well. We really have to learn how to position so we don't misjudge. We have to see things correctly. So, if you have a chance to go to a Shinpan seminar, please do go to Shinpan seminar. It doesn't matter if you're Q level, probably you don't want to go because it's too high. You're short Sandan. If you become Sandan, you really have to think about going there. Well, Shodan is fine. Shodan, Nidan, Sandan. And then if you start doing that, you start understanding Yuko Datotsu, valid cuts, so you can train properly as well. Not to for shiai, but train. Yuko Datotsu is we really have to think about. Valid cut, okay, fatal strikes, fatal cuts. So which is very important in Kendo because we are learning through the principle, application of principles of katana. So, yeah, if you have a chance to go, please go to these kind of seminars. All right, thank you for listening and watching, and I'll see you in the next video.